Zach Burlison seems to be a regular student at Oklahoma State, but he has a heartwarming story and a very unique interest. He is an entomology major who spends most of his time looking for bugs on hikes and taking care of the ones he has at home. Zach's life did not start in a typical way. Zach was born on September 29th of 2001. Around the time that he was born, there were several complications which resulted in permanent hearing loss.
So whenever I was born, I was actually born with my feet first, and so I was not breathing, and in order to get me breathing, they had to resuscitate me by putting me inside of a tube. And while I was inside of the tube to pump oxygen into my body, it caused me to go deaf due to the pressure imbalance.
As a child growing up with hearing loss, he experienced challenges, but it never dampened his spirit.
So growing up, my parents were very worried that due to my hearing loss that I would be neurologically disadvantaged compared to the other kids my age. And so there was a lot of things that my parents did that made it so that I actually didn't really have any issues at all growing up.
What happened to Zach has not held him back in any way, shape, or form. As Zach gets older, he finds himself becoming more and more fascinated with bugs.
From a very young age, I've been interested in nature. And specifically bugs, just because I look at them and I see artwork. They're every color that our eyes can see on the color spectrum, and there's something very beautiful about that.
This obsession came about when Zach was just a little boy. Zach has been volunteering at Insect Adventure in Stillwater since he was a third grader. Zach now gets to help plan events at Insect Adventure, and he gets to take the bugs to fairs, wildlife expos, and other events. Zach's spirit even has its positive effects on his friends.
I would say primarily he's loyal in a way that not a lot of people are, in that he won't let you step too far out of line, if that makes sense, in the way that the best kind of friends are the kind of friends that will check you. And so they need to be able to do that as well as be able to take a check from you.
Zach has big dreams to do research within entomology out of the country, or come back to Oklahoma State to be a professor. Zach is the perfect example of not letting tough life circumstances bring you down.